Why, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to today be talking about that major snowstorm for the Northeast we were talking about and possibility for a lot of freezing and cold air for the U.S. And first, we are taking a look at the GFS model currently, and these are current conditions around the U.S. Not that much cold, as you can see, more for around the northwest of the United States, and also some very heavy snowfall in eastern California. But fast forward in time, the cold does start coming back, but this storm is going to cause a lot of widespread snowfall all the way down to Ohio from North Dakota, and it doesn't really reach that far out to the east, but it is going to be a significant snowfall event for north Midwest of the United States. And as we move forward in time, we do have another system here that could bring some snowfall to New York and a lot of the Great Lakes region. And we do have a lot of cold for the west and a little bit of warmth for the east, actually. And then again, we move forward in time. A few snow events here and there. The cold starts dipping down into the U.S. even more. We could get snow. We could get snowfall down to the south, where such as the high elevations of New Mexico and Arizona. In fact, and here's the storm that we were talking about on January 3rd. We have a huge amount of snowfall going right at it in the northeast. And this actually would transfer their energy down to the coast down here. And it could bring very heavy mixed precipitation. And then after the mixed precipitation is gone, it could become a bomb cyclone. Look at this. This is a very significant system. And just to think that this is just around 1 week away, this could be a pretty good possibility, actually. Like I said, anything that is more than 100 hours out, it could have a pretty likely chance. But anything around 100 to 200 hours out, it does have a lower chance, but it is a possibility. And this storm brings down a lot of cold air. Even Atlanta could be close to freezing, actually, from this system. And it does stick around for a little bit for the south. That moves off, and in yesterday's video, I actually talked about another system on January 9th that is looking less likely that's going to affect the Northeast, actually. It's not really going to do anything to the Northeast, but it is going to be a significant event for the Midwest again. These places are going to get pounded by a lot of snow and severe weather. Even Chicago is in there, switching from snow to rain. But this is pretty far out to tell, so I'm not sure if this is definitely going to happen. It's 2 weeks out, but it is a widespread winter weather event. And the GFS does end there with a huge line or a massive line of freezing precipitation across the U.S. and also a lot of severe weather. And it does bring a major amount of cold air all the way down to Texas. Even some freezing temperatures can probably make it to Mexico. Yes, I am talking about Mexico, not the high elevations of Mexico, like actual Mexico. But GFS does end there, and we're going to look at the total snowfall amounts. All right, everyone, we are now at the snowfall totals for the first weeks of July, mostly the first week. These are current conditions right now, or current snowfall. Yeah, there are some snow in some places. Most of the Northeast is just about a dusting or so far. I know this isn't entirely accurate. The GFS is ahead by 3 hours. We are supposed to get a little bit of snow during the night, tonight. But I know in the west there is a lot of snowfall on the ground right now. I'm not surprised for East California. East California always gets a lot of snowfall. Um, but some areas only getting a few inches of snow right now. But let's fast forward in time. We do get a few systems for the Midwest, which brings some snowfall, even to Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania might get their first measured over an inch snowfall there. Um, a lot of snow systems go by the Midwest until New Year's Day, until we finally go into the new year. Um, the most affected areas will be North Dakota, Wisconsin, Minnesota, a little bit the tip of Michigan and South Dakota, um, and also New York, New Hampshire, Vermont, and Maine getting a few inches of snow. But as we move into the new year, we some of that cold air dips down even more south, which brings a lot more snow to some southern regions. And finally, we move closer to January 3rd, where our system comes right by. It mainly affects near the Great Lakes, but then it transfers its energy out to the coast, where it even could become a bomb cyclone. I know that's very surprising this year, but we have a lot of bomb cyclones happening. And wow, look at these snowfall totals. I am just I'm astounded by this. Half the U.S. is going to be covered with over an inch of snow, actually, which you don't really see that often. And just to say, this is just a week away, so this is actually going to have a greater possibility of happening. Actually, some areas, mostly most of the Northeast, could be under a more than half a foot of snow. Actually, the coastal regions, I'm sorry, you might not get a lot of snow, but I could say New York City, it's going to be very tight, but you might be in that half foot range of snow. I'm not calling a forecast yet. This is just to see what could happen. This is not 100% guarantee. Right now, I would probably give this system probably a 30 to 40% chance of happening right now. Every day that goes by, I'm getting if I keep seeing this, I usually add 10 more percent chance to it. So in 2 days, if this is still showing a system here bringing some heavy snowfall to the Midwest and the Northeast, I could probably make this a 60 to 70% chance of happening. But right now I'm probably only giving it like a 2 out of 5 chance of this happening. I don't think it's gonna be this intense, but it's so fun to look at these snowfall totals over 3 feet in a lot of areas in New York and Vermont, actually. And obviously the snow can't last forever, and the warmth gets in and everything melts away. But I actually was looking at this on January 11th on the last frame of the GFS. We get a lot of snowfall down in Missouri. You don't really see this that often. Chicago, like over 20 inches. This is very surprising to me. I don't think this will happen, but this is just very strange to me to see snowfall very south this way. Um, it's not every day you see over 60 inches of snowfall in Missouri, am I right? Well, that is it for the GFS. I don't think I see this on the Euro model. The Euro model does get some snowfall for the Northeast, but it's not as intense. Only a few inches, in fact. But this is a possibility. But it is going to be a very close call, and changes can still occur from here to now, since there's such a long span of time between now and the day it's going to happen. But this is more than 2 weeks away. I don't think this will happen. I would probably give this only less than 20% chance of happening. I don't really think that Missouri is going to get that much snow. As much as you snow lovers down there in the Midwest or Southern Midwest, it is going to be possible. It's not impossible that that this will happen. There is a slim chance. But that is basically it for this video. Make sure to like and subscribe, and I will catch you again when the next storm hits. Goodbye.